According to Kharkiv mayor, Russia launched 17 drones. The attack hit residential buildings in Kiev. The attack killed one and damaged a high-rise building right next to the European delegation's office. The strike also damaged St. Sophia Cathedral, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Israeli military said that Yemen-based Houthis launched a missile towards the country. The attack triggered air raid sirens in Jerusalem. The IDF added that the missile was most likely intercepted by the air defense systems. Next in from India, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has issued a stern warning to Pakistan over India's retribution against terrorism. He said that India would strike deep into Pakistan if provoked by terror attacks. The Indian minister added that Pakistan continues to train thousands of terrorists and unleash them on India. The warning comes days after India's Operation Sindoor against Pakistan. The Indian Navy and Coast Guard continue to battle a massive blaze on the Singapore-flagged ship. The Indian Navy rescued 18 out of 22 crew members, while efforts to rescue the remaining 4 are underway. The authorities have deployed Samudra Prahari and Sachet for firefighting operations. The container ship caught fire in the Arabian Sea off the Kerala coast on Monday. A school shooting incident killed 10 people in Austria. This as a gunman who reportedly studied in the same school opened fire and shot himself later. The residents of the Grass City held a vigil for the victims. A series of bomb attacks rocked Colombia yesterday. The explosions killed 7 people and injured 50 others. The Colombian army said the attacks were likely linked to a guerrilla group which splintered from the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia rebels. Shifting focus to some climate news now. The Indian capital Delhi remains under an orange alert as an intense heat wave continues to scorch the city. The capital recorded the season's highest temperature at 43.8 degrees Celsius yesterday, which is 3.6 degrees above normal. The heatwave also affects large parts of northwest India, with the department issuing similar warnings for Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. According to a study, Earth experienced its second hottest May on record. The only month of May hotter than this was in 2024, just a year ago. May 2025 pushes global surface temperatures to 1.4 degrees above pre-industrial levels. This is according to a report released by scientists at the European Union's Copernicus Climate Service. A record May heatwave melts Greenland's ice sheet 17 times faster than average. Scientists from World Weather Attribution confirm the melt comes directly from climate change. Temperatures in Iceland hit over 26 degrees, breaking records at 94% of weather stations. In eastern Greenland, temperatures rise nearly 4 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Toxic algal blooms are surging worldwide, killing wildlife and turning waters green. In Botswana, over 350 elephants died in 2020 due to poisoned water from a toxic bloom. Fish die-offs hit Norway and South Australia, while aggressive sea lions appeared in California. Scientists warn that emissions cut are important. If not, then these blooms will keep spreading even into polar seas. A powerful cold front has hit South Africa this week, bringing heavy snowfall, road closures, power outages and tragic loss of life. The heavy snowfall hits provinces like Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal and Free State. According to officials, 5 people died due to adverse weather. On to business and tech news now. Stock markets in Asia climb after the US and China agree to a framework to ease trade tensions and move towards a broader tariff deal. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index gained 0.7% earlier today, while Shanghai climbed 0.6%, and Japan's Nikkei was up 0.5%. Australian stocks also firmed 0.4%. The United States and Mexico are reportedly negotiating a deal to reduce or remove President Trump's 50% steel tariffs on imports. Reports suggest the most likely outcome would involve a quota arrangement allowing a fixed volume from Mexico to enter duty-free or at a lower rate. But it remained unclear if tariffs would be fully eliminated on those in quota shipments. Boeing recorded 303 orders in May, including a record whiteboard deal with Qatar Airways. The company also delivered 45 jets last month, nearly double the number from the same time last year. Production of the 737 MAX reached 38 planes, meeting a target set after US aviation regulators' safety curbs last year. Australia's Qantas Airways announced it will close off Jetstar Asia, citing high-cost airport fees and regional competition. The Singapore-based budget airline will shut next month, resulting in up to 500 job losses. Its fleet of 13 Airbus A320 planes will be redeployed to Australia and New Zealand. General Motors says it will invest $4 billion over the next 2 years in the United States. This will be at 3 of its facilities in Michigan, Kansas, and Tennessee. It comes as General Motors moves to boost production of gas-powered vehicles amid slowing electric vehicle demand. The move was welcomed by the White House. Meanwhile, Live Nation will invest $1 billion to build 18 new music venues across the United States. The Ticketmaster parent plans to open or break ground within 18 months, ranging from clubs to amphitheaters. A Russian court has reportedly fined Apple over $76,000 for violating laws on what Moscow calls LGBT propaganda. The penalty follows earlier fines as part of Russia's broader crackdown on LGBT rights. The tech giant has not responded to the latest penalties yet. OpenAI is reportedly planning to add Alphabet's Google Cloud service to meet its growing demand for computing power. The move marks a surprising collaboration between two major rivals in the artificial intelligence sector. Reports suggest the deal, which had been in discussion for months, was finalized in May. Meta Platform says it's rolling out direct messaging on its Threads app, a feature long offered by rivals like X and TikTok. Select users in markets like Hong Kong and Thailand will get a dedicated inbox, removing the need to switch to Instagram for messages. Snap says it will launch its first consumer smart glasses next year, challenging Meta in the wearable tech market. The augmented reality glasses, called Specs, will reportedly be lightweight and build on Snap's focus on camera-based augmented reality experiences. Moving to sports, we begin with cricket. All eyes are on the iconic Lord's ground in London as South Africa play the final of the World Test Championship against Australia. Global cricket body ICC has allocated June 16th as reserve day. The potential 6th day in the final can add up to a maximum of 90 overs of game if required. And despite finishing third in the current World Test Championship cycle, Team India will earn over $1.4 million in the prize money. This is nearly double the amount they received after finishing second in the last two editions of the WTC cycle. Bengaluru IPL franchise owners clarify the potential sale reports. The owners say they are not pursuing any discussions related to a potential sale of Bengaluru IPL franchise. Earlier reports had claimed the owners were considering to sell the team following their recent IPL title win. In football, Brazil qualified for the 2026 World Cup with a 1-0 win over Paraguay. Real Madrid striker Vinicius Jr. scored the game's only goal in the second half. The win was the first for new manager Carlo Ancelotti, whose first match in charge was a goalless draw against Ecuador. Argentina played a 1-1 draw against Colombia in the World Cup qualifiers. This after Liverpool's Luis Diaz scored a sensational individual goal to stun the world champions. Thiago Almada drew Argentine level with just 9 minutes remaining. The point keeps Colombia in the hunt to secure an automatic World Cup spot. India's downward spiral on Asian football's ladder continues. The men in blue lost to world number 153. Hong Kong 1-0 in Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers. Hong Kong won a late penalty and earned a win to boost their chances of making the 2027 AFC Asian Cup. The penalty was given away by goalkeeper Vishal Khet. This allowed Hong Kong's Stephen Pereira to score the winner in the 91st minute. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola says he is so scared by the painful war in Gaza. The Spaniard urged people not to ignore the Gaza war. He said, and I quote, "It's so painful what we see in Gaza, it hurts me all over my body," end quote. In tennis, Emma Raducanu advanced in the Queen's Club Championship. Britain's top-seeded women's tennis player had a comfortable straight sets win. Raducanu beat Spain's Cristiana Bukasa 6-1, 6-2 in the round of 32. In Formula One, the motorsport governing body FIA announced its 2026 calendar. A new street circuit in Madrid will make its debut on the F1 schedule in September, replacing the Imola circuit. Formula One governing body FIA grants F1 super license to Red Bull's 17-year-old Arvid Lidblad. 18 is the age conventionally required to hold a super license, but adjustments were made to the FIA sporting code last year, which make discretionary super license approval possible. And finally, in entertainment news, Chris Evans is feeling the FOMO. The former Captain America has confirmed he won't appear in the upcoming Avengers Doomsday. Evans, in an interview, said, "It's sad to be away, like not being invited to the party." End quote. He's currently promoting Materialists alongside Pedro Pascal, who ironically is suiting up as Mr. Fantastic in the same Marvel film Evans is missing. The new trailer for Ari Aster's genre-blending Western Eddington is here. And it's a fever dream for 2020 flashbacks, pandemic paranoia and mayoral warfare. Joaquin Phoenix stars as a small-town sheriff challenging Pedro Pascal's incumbent mayor. This is amid George Floyd protests, social distancing mandates and flying conspiracy theories. Convicted singer R. Kelly is once again at the center of a controversy. His attorneys have filed for his immediate release, claiming officials at a North Carolina federal prison solicited a terminally ill inmate to kill Kelly in exchange of his freedom. The inmate alleged in a sworn statement that the deal was offered in retaliation for Kelly's efforts to expose internal misconduct. Kelly is currently serving a 30-year sentence. Netflix's mother-daughter drama Ginny and Georgia is back and bigger than ever. Season 3 premiered on June 5 and swiftly topped the Netflix charts, pulling 17.6 million views in its first 4 days. The buzz even revived interest in earlier seasons, with Season 1 and 2 racking up 3 million and 2.5 million views respectively. After winning hearts as a brooding Saxon in The White Lotus Season 3, Patrick Schwarzenegger is lining up his next gig. He's set to co-star with Margaret Qualley in Love of Your Life, a hush-hush romantic drama from Amazon MGM Studios. The film is being produced by Ryan Gosling and Jesse Henderson under their Open and White banner. Plot details remain under the wraps. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. I am Gushin Galan and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Stay informed and stay tuned to Firstpost.